Hello and welcome to DFS Coach Talk. I am Joe Sarvati, affectionately known as Coach, and I am joined by the birthday boy himself, Mr. Josh Crash Davis. Happy birthday, sir. You look a year older.
Yeah, I don't feel it though, so that's what matters, right?
That's right. Hey, I've been living on that for about 15, 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you have to do eventually. So
what do you have planned special today for the big day?
I'm not really sure yet. We're gonna be, my wife and I are gonna be hanging out, maybe go eat somewhere, watch a movie, something like that. But it'll be fun no matter what we do. We always have fun. So
outstanding, man. Well, you have a great day. And we're celebrating your birthday with this being our last MLB podcast of the season. We've got full-blown NBA every day coming up, all of our NFL coverage with 3 podcasts a week, and, of course, our golf podcast once a week. So we will be providing MLB lineups for our members that are listening in, or if you want to become a member at Coach Talk, just go to dfscoachtalk.com. You can sign up for as little as a 3-day pass for $10 or a 5-day pass for $19. And we will be giving out lineups for the rest of the MLB playoffs, just not following them up with podcasts. So for our last podcast today, we're going to give one pitcher that we both each recommend separately and 2 hitters. And then we are going to build a final 2 brains lineup. Yesterday, we had one that we posted. We're going to do another one today since it is Josh's wish to do one, and it's his birthday, so we got to do it. And it's got to be a birthday takedown. It'll be a DFS FANDUEL GPP is what I'm trying to say. So we will build that at the end. All right. Exciting day, and I think we have 2 really good baseball games to look forward to today. We've got game 2 of the ALCS and game 1 of the NLCS. So should be really, really fun. Let's start out with your pitcher of the day.
Yeah, for my pitcher of the day, I'm going to a guy that I was really impressed with in game 2 against my Milwaukee Brewers. He's Max Fried. He's 8,500 on FanDuel. He's a ridiculous 6,800 on Draftkings. He last pitched against the Dodgers on September 1st. He pitched 6 innings, had 9 strikeouts, only allowed 2 runs. He's just been on an absolute tear to finish the year. He had 0 runs allowed in 4 of his last 5 starts, including, like I mentioned, the game 2 against Milwaukee. He didn't allow any runs in that game either. So he's underpriced on both sides, in my opinion. He's probably my favorite pitcher on the slate, regardless of price. And at DraftKings, he's almost like a free square. So that's definitely going to be my favorite pitcher play today.
I'm with you. I was one of the solo guys on Max Fried this last time up against the Brewers. A lot of people thought that was going to be a tough matchup for him, but I'm with you, man. I don't know how you deny this guy. He has been, if you really look back, you can argue that since mid-August, so good portion of August, all of September and October so far, I don't know if he's not been the best pitcher in baseball.
Yeah.
Nobody knows it. Do you know, let me tell you a couple of stats on him that are amazing. Yes, 14-7, but all backloaded, 3.04 ERA, all backloaded since, he has like a 1 ERA in the second half of the season. 1.09 whip with 158 Ks in not that many innings. But here's the thing. His last 3 starts, for example, and this has been the norm, 33.7, 27.4, and 35.5 fantasy points. Here's the other thing. Do you know that since July 23rd, he has not pitched less than 6+ innings in any game? Not once. So you talk about a guy that's going to get a quality start for you. Not once since July 23rd, less than 6 innings. He's faced this team twice this year. September 1st, he pitched a strong 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 9 Ks. And then on June 6th, 6 innings, 6 hits, just 1 run, and 4 Ks. But that was before he really got that big momentum going and has been striking more guys out. So, you look up and down that lineup, there's nobody that torches him. He's at home. He's in a groove. He's mispriced, as you stated. I mean, I don't understand what they were doing here. They just did not think this through when they were pricing him. 6,800 on DraftKings, he should be 100% owned. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And,
I was floored when I saw that.
It's crazy. I mean, 8,500 on FanDuel, that's about where he should be. I get that. 85 to, he shouldn't be, 1,400 less than Scherzer if Scherzer's the pitcher. That hasn't been confirmed yet, but he should be closer there. And then he's a reasonable $46, second highest priced pitcher on the slate on Yahoo. So I get it there. I think that makes sense. And but on DraftKings, they really dropped the ball here. I think he's such a fantastic play today. And let me mention this, Josh, since we didn't open with this. The Dodgers have not officially, as of this broadcast, named a starting pitcher. Is that correct on your side as well?
Yeah, I believe that is the case. Yes.
They have Scherzer penciled in, but I don't know. I mean, he pitched the ninth inning of that last game. So we still have to wait to see on that. But the game that is listed at BetUS.com.pa, one of our sponsors, you've got Eovaldi at Garcia. That game is posted. Very slight favorite for Houston at -112, over under 8.5 in that game. And again, like I say, the Dodgers Braves game has not posted yet. So keep an eye on that. And, just like everything else that we do, and the thing that makes a big difference is we ride out the entire slate with our members. We are in Discord from, beginning to end, because there are lineup changes, weather issues, injuries, things that happen that change lineups. And even if you have a non-confirmed late slate game that changes as the evening goes on, those pivots make the biggest difference in the world. And if you remember, there was a time not that long ago that some of the sites wouldn't let you do late swap. Well, the good thing now is they all do late swap. So you have to stay invested in following those lineups through. Let us do that work for you here at DFS Coach Talk. We're following every move down to the last second before these games go off. And you're going to see that a lot in the NBA. I mean, we've been doing that in preseason. You just stagger it out. You plan out your lineup. You leave the spots that you have to rotate guys out if they don't confirm in, and then you pop those guys in there. So the only way to get that 24/7 with us is to become a member, dfscoachtalk.com. You can check us out here at DFS Coach Talk on Twitter. And if you have any questions there, you can check us out. So that is the lay of the land for the pitching. We agree. And let's go to hitting. So who is your top hitting prospect here that you're going to have in all your lineups tonight, Crash?
Yeah, for my first hitter, I'm going with Freddie Freeman, 3,800 on FanDuel, 4,900 on DraftKings. If it is Max Scherzer, he's hit 234 against him. To me, what's important is he's faced him 47 times. He's got 11 hits, including 3 home runs. Just coming off a game where he had one of his biggest hits of his career, unfortunately against my Brewers. But hey, I think he's going to be looking to build that momentum, kind of like what we saw last night with Altuve and Hernandez, and try and help the Braves get an early lead and 1-0 lead in this series and then NLCS. So Freddie Freeman's going to be my top play today.
I love it. Do you have pricing on him?
Yeah, 3,800 on FanDuel, 4,900 on DraftKings, and I didn't check what he is on Yahoo, but
I'll give you a quick check because the pricing, he's $20 on Yahoo, so that's he's the highest, most expensive first baseman. Right. But I mean, those prices aren't that bad. No, Freddie is a clutch guy.
Yeah, for sure,
Good, I like it. I'm gonna turn an about face here, and my first guy is Jose Altuve. I mean, if there's ever been a guy that looks like he has something to prove, because of that cheating scandal and when he was the MVP in the playoffs and all of that.
Yeah.
Man, is that guy talented. And his stats in the postseason, did you see those stats?
Yeah, they're insane.
He's like fifth all time on some of, like all time Major League Baseball playoffs in a bunch of categories in that neighborhood anyway. Just so impressed with his clutch play. That home run he hit last night was just absolutely nuts. I just think he's the man. I mean, if he's going to get a ton of at bats. You can always feel good about that. And then let's see if this unclicks for me. It's frozen a bit. Okay, so Altuve, again, this is going to be small sample size, but it still matters. I mean,
right.
it's the most recent. So this season, he has gone 6 for 19 against Eovaldi with 3 homers. So 19 at bats, 3 homers.
Yeah,
got a walk. Go ahead.
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah. And I mean, not only did they, it just the leadoff spot against Eovaldi with those 3 homers this season alone. I just think he's the man. And price wise, you do have to pay a little bit. He's $5,100 on DraftKings, $4,100 on FanDuel, and $23 on Yahoo. So you're not getting him cheap, but I think you may need to have him, especially if he pops one out.
Yeah. I'm going to try and have Altuve in all my lineups. He wasn't my second hitter that I was going to mention on this podcast, but definitely plan on having him. For my second hitter, I'm going to be going with Alex Bregman. He's $3,100 on FanDuel, $4,100 on DraftKings. He's 556 against Eovaldi with 5 hits and 9 at bats, 3 doubles and a home run. He had a kind of a letdown game in game 1. He was the second highest owned player on the slate at over 53% ownership on FanDuel. And I think that, his ownership might be a little bit lower tonight because of that, because people were let down. And obviously it's not a single game slate. It's a full 2-game slate. So we have a different lineup construction too. But yeah, I'm definitely looking at Alex Bregman. I think he's a little bit underpriced on both sites, and he's going to be one of my core plays.
You touch on a good subject there. I mean, you've got an Astro. My second guy is an Astro, and it's not Bregman either. But it gives us that theme of, a little bit of picking on Nathan Eovaldi right now. And it's weird because he's been sort of their best pitcher down the stretch. But here are my concerns with Eovaldi. Last time he faced this team, they smacked him for 11 hits, 5 earned runs. Yeah, it was back in June, but they hit him. And they saw him really well. They chased him early out of that game. And, Eovaldi's had some good statistical games recently, but if you look at it, they're very sketchy. I mean, he squeaked by on a few, games where he could have got hit and there was a great defensive play or, there was just things that fell in his favor. But I think this matchup is really going to be rough for him. And I think he's the guy to avoid pitching-wise and definitely the guy to pick on, which I think he's going to get some ownership because people have seen that recent success, but I'm not buying it. I think it's a little bit of smoke and mirrors, and I think he's going to get hit around a little bit. But my hitcher, he's a hitcher and a hitter and a pitcher hitter. It's Jordan Alvarez, 4,200 on DraftKings, 3,300 on FanDuel, and a smooth $20 on Yahoo. Young hitter, just tons of power. If you look at Eovaldi's statistics through his career, he doesn't dominate righties or lefties. They both hit him about equally. Right. And I just think Alvarez in the middle of that lineup, they're not going to be able to pitch around him with Correa hitting and all the guys. He's going to see pitches, and at that ballpark, especially the way the ball carries to right field with that, and then left field, you got a short porch too. I just such a home run style park that it's just crazy. And I think that he's going to take advantage of it here. And I like him to go deep tonight as well.
Yeah, no, I like it. So I guess
all right, man. That's what we've got for our recommendations. How about we build this final Two Brains lineup? And I know that it is your birthday, so I wouldn't normally say I'm going to pick first, but you picked first yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So can I pick the guy that you'd pick anyway? So then you get the real first pick. So I'm going to take Max Fried.
All right, and I'm going to take Freddie Freeman.
And I'm going to take Jose Altuve. So we're broke.
No, we can get Alex Bregman. He's 3,100, and that's what we got per position left. So we're in good shape.
So Altuve, I'm filling this in as we go. We're doing this live on the podcast. No preparation ahead because we want to give you the real deal. Now, I'm not obviously going to go against Fried here. I don't recommend, doing that really in these low amount of games, if it's a 2-game or even 3-gamer, but you're going to see some 2-gamers down the stretch here. If you take a hitter against your own pitcher, it's just it's not going to come out right normally. Yes, the guy can get a hit off a reliever later, but you're really rolling. You're playing a hard 10 when you just need to get the 10 and get the heck out of there. Right. So I am a little worried, and I will say this: the 2 guys that he has to get past are the Turner boys. Yeah, Justin Turner and Trey Turner both hit him a little bit. Everybody else, no, but those 2 guys are a little bit dangerous. I'm not going to take Justin Turner here because we have Max, but I am a little bit afraid of him anyway. So that's beside the point because you took Bregman. I'm not going to take Trey here for the same reason. So this is where we have to make a decision. We've got 3,100 per guy left. And I think what I'm going to do here is totally go against the grain. It's not going to sound like it makes any sense, and he bats way down in the order. But because of his defense, they don't pinch hit for him. So when you take these low order guys, that's the fear. He's not going to come out because he's a great defender. Right. And we need the money to puff up here in outfield. So I'm going to take the super cheap $2,400 Dansby Swanson.
Yep, that's what I figured. I'm going to take Jock Peterson, so that'll help you in your salary there.
You're taking Jock Peterson. I'm going to take Yordan Alvarez.
He's actually not as expensive as I thought. He's
only $3,300
most of the season.
So we may leave some money on the table. Never ashamed to leave money on a table or 1 or 2 game slate.
I'm going to go. I know I keep going back to this guy, and he's not paid off yet, but I just love the salary relief. I'm going to go back to Michael Brantley.
Again? It's getting a little old with this Michael Brantley dude. He better come through for us this time. That's all I'm saying, because he's a lifetime member on this squad. That's for sure. All right. Since he came through for me last night, I'm just going to go ahead and take Rafael Devers.
All right.
Because that he could hit a home run there anytime. That one ball that he golfed down on and looked like it was going to be gone.
Yeah.
Did that not hit something?
Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. It looked like it was a home run to me. I don't know. I
thought it hit one of the bars up there on the roof or something, but he just murdered that ball, and it hit something. I don't know what happened, but I'm hoping he can go deep. So we're leaving $1,200 on the board. Again, perfectly fine. No reason to utilize all the money when you have a 2-game slate here, and it gives you a little differentiation. So we've got Fried, Freeman, Altuve, Bregman, Swanson, Alvarez, Peterson, Brantley, and Devers. So we are loaded up. Atlanta and Houston basically are our stacks.
I think I might change something. Give me 1 second here.
You gonna bench Jock Peterson?
No, I might bench Mr. Brantley.
Oh, he's gonna homer twice. That's coming.
If I do, yeah.
But it's your call. It's your birthday. It's your call. You got $1,200 to work with if you want it. If not, you can stay with them.
Yeah, it's my birthday, so everything I play is going to turn into gold, right?
That's right. There's no bad moves then.
No bad moves. All right, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to go with Kyle Schwarber. I just have a feeling about him tonight.
All right, Brantley out, and Mr. Schwarber. What's Schwarber's price?
34.
Okay, there he is. Okay, so now that leaves us only $200 on the table, but it's nice to be able to make that change.
Yeah.
So let me review one last time for our listeners, because again, this is the last Two Brains lineup of the year. Fried, Freeman, Altuve, Bregman, Swanson, Alvarez, Peterson, the newly acquired Kyle Schwarber, and Rafael Devers. So lots of pop, lots of stacking, looks good. I think we may take this down, man.
I hope so. Man, we've had so many good nights on people's birthdays, so hopefully I can follow that tradition.
I know it. That would be fantastic. All right, outstanding. It's been a fun baseball season. This, we didn't do baseball pods last year, so we got them off the ground this year, and I think next year we may do them a good portion of the MLB season. So certainly, if you're a fan there, you're going to want to join us. But again, last plug here. Great time to get involved with DFS Coach Talk. We'd love to have you. Go to dfscoachtalk.com. Give us some, feedback on YouTube. If you're watching this now and you can give a quick thumbs up, subscribe button, and give us that little feedback or questions, and then hit the little alarm button in the upper right-hand corner there. That will let you know when any of our podcasts post. And we just posted our NFL pod here last night or this morning for this weekend. So that's going to be fantastic. And, I'm going to have my NBA preview podcast out later today for the Eastern Conference, and then tomorrow the Western Conference, and then Tuesday our bread and butter NBA. Shout out to Kobe, Michael, my man Dirk. We got the whole squad ready for the NBA on Tuesday, full slate. We do an NBA podcast every day for the regular season and playoffs. So we'd love to have you there. Also, if you're listening to this audio-wise, take a second, because if you listen, hit a quick five stars and a comment, because we have one listener that is selected each month that gets a free week of Coach Talk, All Access Coach Talk, and that will be drawn here at the end of the month. So we're everywhere podcasts can be heard. In fact, we're even adding on to Amazon Music, which is one of the new players in town. So looking forward to that, and just a great weekend of sports. We've got a pretty hot golf lineup going right now. Again, the basketball previews, all this baseball championship series, and then, of course, the red hot NFL squad here at Coach Talk for Sunday and Monday Night Football. So that is it, my friend. Hope you have a fantastic birthday. Any final words on our MLB closeout podcast?
Yeah, first of all, I want to give a shout out to our member JP Wild, who had a birthday a couple of nights ago. We were talking about wins on birthdays. He had a huge win on his birthday, and he wished me a happy birthday this morning, and that I would have the same kind of success on my birthday. So I appreciate that, JP. Hope you're having a great day, and looking forward to watching these two games today. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how these teams match up, the Braves and the Dodgers, and then, of course, game 2 with the Red Sox and Astros. And just going to be a lot of fun this weekend. And Andrew and I recorded our NFL podcast last night, so you should see the primetime one later on today, and the main slate one's already up. So shout out to all of our members. We're just going to keep it rolling.
Absolutely. And look forward to the upcoming NBA as well. But let's keep on that hot streak. The Tom Brady of Coach Talk, Mr. Andrew Hansen, definitely is a guy that stays hot for periods of time. So let's all reap those benefits for sure.
For sure.
All right, man. Well, enjoy your day, and we hope all of the members out there enjoyed their beautiful Saturday and a great weekend ahead. And we certainly will catch you on all these podcasts coming up as we look to crush it in DFS.